Or even I can use, for example, the tower crane. I will close this one. I will copy tower crane here, and then into here I will create a new folder, add scene, and then I will paste the tower crane here. So I will click on this one, and the tower crane, as you can see, has got selected. Of course, I'm gonna work just with the top part inside. So I will click on top. Here I will have right click, add scene, Control V, right click, and the same thing that have been selected here. Also, I can use from current search set here, and then I will choose the same thing they need into here. You can actually do this work like this too. Yes. So you see here it was automatically chosen. So let me come again here and then choose the tower crane, and after it I will click on hide unselected. I want just this part to see. I will check it from the view of bottom actually. So let me just hide it. I just unhide it again, and then I want to check it, and I want to have it from the view of right like this. So after that I will click on rotate here, and then let's see where the rotation is. It's here. Let me move it actually into the point that I want exactly. Of course, you know that we want to rotate it from the center, so let me put this gizmo into the center actually, like this, so that I can do the rotation easier. So I will click here actually to capture it, and then I want to just go on the framing 15. So let me actually correct it. I want 15 like this. So I want it to be rotated here, and then let me click on capture. So you see this is working. And then actually after that I want to go in framing, for example 20. First, I think 20 is a little high. Let me just decrease it. For example, in 16, I want it to be stable here, and then after it, I want it to come here. I mean, up to here, it is rotated here like this. So actually, let me select it, and then here, let me go in 3D view. So after that, let's show them all. Okay. So let me play it, and as you see, this is the result. Actually, the tower crane is moving. And then when it arrives at this point, it will have a pause, and then again it starts to move. So now I can come here and right click, and as you can remember about the color, I can enable color, and then actually I can choose as an example a color like red for it, and then I want, for example, this is the first color that it starts to move, for example red, and then by clicking on it, for example by default I want the second color to be black, and when it starts to move it starts by red color, and then until the end the color should be changed to black. So as you saw, the color didn't change gradually, so let's see why. Let me actually click on this, and then let me go and edit. Then let me enable this. So here now, I think now this is working, because I hadn't actually enabled the color tick, and it didn't work for us. So actually, as you can see, it is gradually changing the color, and it is becoming the yellow that was by default, or maybe for the color that we have here for black. So let me just use the tower crane that I have here. Let me choose it, and then let me actually go in this window. So actually, let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Let me click on append, and here on NWC, and let me import actually this tower again. So it means that we have two towers here, and then actually by moving, it will move it into here. As an example, our project is really big and we need two tower cranes here. You might have 10 even tower cranes, for example, in your project. Actually, like this. So let me place them in a proper place. So I will just take it, for example, here. I will move the places just to see them better. Let me play it. Okay, because I changed the center, it is not working well. So let me have Ctrl Z and then let me place it back again into its own place. So now it is working better. So actually let me select on this one. Of course it's better you create a set for this one. Yes. And then here I will click on hide unselected, and then I will go in the group of tower crane here. And then I will have a right click on it and add the second one here. So actually I will name it tower number 2 for instance. So let me copy that and paste it here, and then let me name it as tower number 1. So actually let me select tower number 2, and then I will go on top view, like here. And then I will have right click on orthographic. So here the move option is enabled now, and then so let's see. Actually I will bring it in the center of here. So let me zoom it in. Actually I can move it by control very easily. So after that I will create a keyframe here and move it, for example, into 15 point, and then actually by rotation I will rotate it. I hope that I rotated that properly and actually correctly. So actually I will create a keyframe here until here, and then I will move it into here like this, and then I will create a keyframe and rotate it. So for example it comes until here. So let's test it and unhide unselected files, unhide them. So after that, if you play them, you see this is like this. I want to see where actually they will have kind of interference with each other. So actually by this action you can understand that where the tower cranes will have a kind of interference with each other, and also how many of course tower cranes you will need in your project, and other information that you need you can do by this action. You see, very interestingly they just moved and they didn't have a kind of interference. So actually let me bring it into here that it might work a little faster. And then let me play it. I think we will have a kind of accident now with each other. They will have a kind of accident with each other. So you see, like this.